Hi, my name is Brittany Batista, and I will be presenting my semester project and my personal reflection on it. So during my semester, I worked on the virtual group with Each One Teach One, and Each One Teach One, we worked to, oh, I'm so sorry about my screen. We worked with Each One Teach One to provide an online seminar and roundtable along with an event for local students. Um, and my group mostly planned our event and then sold tickets and sponsorship packages as well. So I'm just gonna go through the planning process real quick. Sorry if I could click the right button. Um, so we originally just divided up into two separate groups. It was marketing and sales. I was in the marketing group to begin with, and we were just going to focus on marketing the event and getting our name out there, getting the word out there on our event, while the sales department was working on selling like I said, the sponsorship packages and the tickets. The groups kind of merged into one around the beginning of the semester as well. We all just kind of started helping each other out with that. And with that, again, we were in charge of contacting businesses, getting sponsors, and selling tickets to our event. We were given five businesses, and once we called all of those, our group leader would give us five more. And I also took on the charge of contacting alumni. Through LinkedIn, I mostly focused on alumni in the local area to just Coastal who had businesses in the area and would be interested, as well as RSM alumni that have moved on into careers and everything. And one thing that I took away from the contacting alum, I utilized a lot of social media for that, since social media is a good tool in both marketing and selling. It's very free and it's not like your typical cold call. But one thing that Dr. Shalera did bring up in one of our meetings was that no one really checks their LinkedIn as frequently, so that couldn't be a very good tool to use. I kind of realized that I would have to call and email these alumni in order to get better results. And I definitely will take with that in the future, that critique as well, and not utilizing social media as much for that. Sorry if I clicked the right button again. For the event execution, I was physically not there for the actual event due to personal reasons, mostly dealing with my depression and anxiety. I won't get too much into that, but we were also charged with preparing the website, kind of getting new ideas out there as well, and creating the sponsorship and selling like ticket prices. We kind of brainstormed as a group how like much we would like to do, what we would like to include in that, and the kind of logistics of the website in order to get that out and get that kind of used as a selling tool. And again, a big part of our event execution was selling tickets and sponsorships. Without businesses to support us, we wouldn't have an actual event. So that was a big part of our execution as well. It kind of flowed both into the planning and the event execution in itself. Um, I think that was really cool how to see both the planning and the execution kind of come hand in hand as well with the selling sponsorships and tickets. So I focused on two personal strengths and two personal weaknesses that I had with this event. I felt that I succeeded most in the marketing aspects of this, getting the word out on our event, kind of just reaching out to everyone, getting our name out there, and marketing techniques just from previous work that I've done with marketing events and everything like that. And I also felt like I led the conversation a lot with our groups. I was kind of there to throw out ideas and kind of just like get the conversation going amongst our groups. The event leaders kind of saw that, and I know like they asked me to kind of like help them come up with ideas and help get engagement from other members of the team. And I feel like that's where I really strived, was kind of getting the name out to them, as well as like getting something going amongst our group. Personal weaknesses, this is stuff that I felt like I could improve on personally. Handling rejections when I was actually selling these sponsorships and tickets to these businesses, I felt like I handled rejections really bad. I kind of got awkward and my selling technique wasn't the best. I know if I had a better way of handling these rejections and asking them, okay, how can I help you guys, then I might have had better sales and better sponsorship results. And I did have a lot of personal issues that got in the way of my project and my schoolwork itself. I know we are all in college and we use this excuse all the time of, I just don't have time, my other classes. But I felt that if I did dedicate more time to this project, I would have probably had better results as a kind of like correlation. I can hit the right button again. And then for the overall personal evaluation, I believe that I did well in some aspects, but I do have some room for improvement. And this class did teach me a lot about application and event management. I like being hands-on and I like being like actually doing the work rather than taking notes. And this class really taught me that and how to kind of succeed with that when in future jobs through trial and error and other obstacles that were thrown at us. This was personally the first event that I've worked on in the RSM, like kind of sports industry. And it did teach me a lot on how sponsorships work, ticket sales works, and a lot of virtual events too. I didn't realize how much effort it took to put on a virtual event, more than it was honestly more than it seemed. Um, but I feel like I learned a lot from this class, and I believe that I had what again well in some aspects, and I could definitely improve on my selling techniques and the time and dedication that I did put into this. So that is all that I have today. Thank you so much, and I will go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Stop recording.